Happy morning, dear children. Welcome to your English class. So, in today's class, we are going to complete our book back exercise. So, in the previous class, before moving into our book back exercise, we'll complete our previous class portion, which we have completed. So, quickly, we'll go with a recap of that poem. So, in the last English class, we have completed the poem, that is in Unit 6. The title of the poem is Mr. Nobody. So, quickly I will give the gist of this poem and then we'll move into our book back exercise. Okay, so this poem, as I already told you, this is about a little funny man. So, they compare the quietness of the funny man with the mouse. Okay, so this mouse, this funny little man will do all the mischief. So, mischief means, the meaning of mischief is naughtiness. So, this person will do all the naughty activity in everybody's house, okay, not only in one house. So, he will go into each and every one house, he will do all the naughty things or mischievous things in everybody's house. Okay, there is no one ever sees his face. Okay, as I already told you, the title itself, they have mentioned that Mr. Nobody. So, no one ever sees his face. Nobody have ever seen his face. And yet, we all agree that every plate we break was cracked by Mr. Nobody. So, no one ever knows his face, but we came to a conclusion that somebody is there because every plate was broken by that nobody. So finally, as I already told you, we came into a conclusion that this person may be a mouse. Okay, so you just find out what is the difference between mouse and rat. Okay, what is the difference between mouse and rat? Okay, so this is the gist of this poem. So with this, we'll move into our book back exercise. Okay, now take page number 93. Okay, in the last session, we have completed the drawing of Mr. Nobody. I hope you all have done it well. So it was really amazing. So today we are moving into a new exercise. So that exercise we are going to see. This is very basic. Fill in the blanks with A, E, I, O, U. Okay, so I have one question for you. So in English language, there are how many letters consist of? So, in English language, how many alphabets are there? Yes, even a kid will answer this question. So in English language, we have altogether 26 alphabets. Okay, so when we take the sound of the alphabets, it will go near 44 sounds. But when we take the letter, I am asking about English alphabets. So we have 26 alphabets. So my next question is, how many vowels are there in English? Okay, when we came into this question, so in English we have 5 vowels, as we already know that. So, what are the 5 vowels? Okay, it's very easy. Here you can find this 5 vowels, that is A, E, I, O, U. So, we have 5 vowels. So, you should not forget this. In English language, we have 26 alphabets, out of which 5 are known as vowels. So, what are those 5 vowels? A, E, I, O, U. And so, we have consonants. Okay, so consonants, we have 21 consonants. For example, 26 minus 5. We have 5 vowels, right? So, 26 minus 5. The remaining 10 is known as consonants. So, remember 2 things. We have 5 vowels in English and 21 consonants. All together, when we combine this 21 plus 5, is equal to 26 alphabets. Okay. So now we'll move into this exercise. What they are asking is that they are asking us to fill the answer by using the vowel A, E, I, O, U. So the first question is H, E dash D. So what is missing here? H, E, A, D. Okay, head. H, E, A, D. Head. Second question is dash or MS. So which letter is missing here? A. Arms. 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 The third one, legs. Okay, obviously E is missing here. LEGS. Legs. Okay, we'll move into fourth one. Again E is missing here. DRESS. Dress. Okay, and when we come into the last one, H dash dash or, here they have given 2 dash. So till fourth word they have given 1 dash. At last they have given 2 dash. H dash dash or, so HOUR or else you can write HAIR hair. So both the answers are correct. HOUR is also correct. HAIR is also correct answer. Okay, so the main motto of giving this simple exercise is that you should know the vowel sounds as well as vowels. Okay, so I hope you all are completed this, and we'll move into next exercise. Next exercise is that add no, some and every to the word body, so to make new words, or body. So the word body. So we are going to add this 3 keywords which is already given here. So when we add those words, so first dash you are going to write first answer, that is nobody is the correct answer. NO. When you add no, so it will become as nobody. Second dash somebody. Okay, SOME, somebody. A third dash everybody, EVERY, everybody. Okay, so we have nobody, somebody, everybody. So addition to this you can also add so many examples like anybody. So according to your wish and your thought, you can give many examples as your wish. So okay, so I think you have completed this 2 exercise. We are moving into third exercise. So third exercise is that, listen here, Seema wrote her father's name like this. So the aim of giving this exercise is, so you should know where to use Mr. and where to use Mrs. and addition to that you should know where to use Miss. So these are our basic things. Okay, Seema wrote her father name like this. Okay, so Seema is a name of a girl. So they have given an example. So she wrote her father name by using Mr. Okay, so when a person is a male, okay, so we should use Mr. So it is the respect we are giving to that person. Okay, Ram wrote his mother's name like this. So, for example, if you are writing your mother's name, so what I should use? So that is the question. It will come into your mind after learning Mr. So when the person is male and when the person is female and when she is a married woman, so you should use Mrs. Okay, you should add yes. So if the person is a male, so you should use Mr. If the person is female and she is married, so you should use Mrs. And I'll have one question for you. So where we should use Miss? Where I should use Miss? So Miss you should use for unmarried women. Okay, unmarried. When you are representing unmarried women, so you should use Miss. Okay, so for example, Miss Geeta. So I'm giving the example for Miss. So Mr. and Mrs. So you know that. Okay, now they have given the exercise. So listen carefully. Write your father's name as Seema did. So what they are asking is that as Seema wrote her father name, you are going to write your father name. I have wrote my father name, so you should write your father name by using Mr. So Mr. will add additional respect to that person. So Mr. write your father name. And next box, write your mother's name as Ram did. So what they are asking means, so write your mother's name by using Mrs. So you are going to write your mother's name, Mrs. Okay. And next, use Mr. and Mrs. to write more names you know. So more names means apart from your father and mother name. So you can write your auntie name, uncle name, grandfather, grandmother, any favorite person of yours. Okay, I have wrote my aunt name and uncle name. So the same thing you can write. Right. So next thing is that when somebody is asking you this question, so what is your father name? So you will give your answer. My father name is this. So you will just say your father name or you will just say your mother name. So instead of that, you can use Mr. and Mrs. Use Mr. My father name is Mr. and then you will tell your father name. Okay, so it will give additional respect to the person as well as for you. Okay, so it will increase your standard. So that's what. So your homework is you are going to find the difference between rat and mouse and kindly revise this page number 93, especially these vowels and consonants. So that is very important. So that's all children. Thank you.